Hey guys, Harsh Quince here. Welcome back to the Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. Last week we found the star map on Dantooine, and made our way towards Tatooine and talked to the customs officer. And so this week what we're gonna do is explore Tatooine. Probably talk to a lot of the locals. It'll probably be a lot of talking this week, but hopefully we can find out some more about what's going on this planet. Maybe get some quests from it. I think we should talk to the customs officer too. So we're not going to talk to everyone possible, but we're going to talk to like major people that, you know, keep getting brought up or whatever. So if anybody keeps reoccurring on who we should talk to. So let's talk to this customs officer.
Welcome back. Is there something I can do for you?
Give me some. No, I need good paying work. What is there to do?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Czerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Of course you do. I'm looking for. Let's not do that. Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Czerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Czerka's operations here.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Let's do the Force Persuade. You want to tell me more about it?
I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Czerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Czerka's corporation set up shop on a barren planet?
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Czerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
I think that's it about... yeah, that's gonna be it for now.
I'll answer as best I can. What will you need while on Tatooine?
Nothing, man. I'm gonna get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
So this guy's probably an item shop guy. I'm trying to think. I think all these other people are just nameless. So let's talk to this guy real quick. Who's that? Turn it, you Gunda Fasca. Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from McTunas Junas and save your credits. And don't be shy. Just ask to see what you want. If you can't get a good look, we don't move the merchandise. Show me what you have for sale. Yes, of course. We don't want to keep you from your important business. Please have a look. Thing is ugly looking. So here's like all the unique stuff, I guess. Probably these two. So is this a melee weapon? Yeah. And then this rifle. See, I don't know what's best or anything. I feel like I should probably get a breathing mask because I feel like that's probably important. If Fallout has taught me anything. I think that's it for now. Who's this guy? Docking bay mechanic. All right, we'll go into the next area. So we need to go talk to like the bounty hunting thing. Bounty hunters. So the Czerka office for bounty hunting. We need a hunting license. Here's this gross-ass tauntaun looking thing. And there's something else. Probably about the locals. So let's talk to Sharina.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing left.
What do you need? I'm Harsh Quince. I'll help if I can.
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
I wouldn't be able to sell it. I'm no hunter.
No? But you looked... I'm sorry, I thought you looked equipped like a hunter. Are you sure you're not going to be getting a license? I mean, you don't look like a farmer, and the only way to be allowed out of Anchorhead is to get a hunting license.
No, where would I get a license? What's the cost?
Czerka Corporation sells them out of their office just south of here in the center of Anchorhead. That's where my husband got his. I think they charge 200 credits, but they've been known to make exceptions. Please, no one else will help.
Let's talk about what to do with this plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits.
Perhaps I will buy it from you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
I will pay you what you want. Here.
Oh, thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Glad to see we're still the good guys here. Sometimes I think we forget that.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
I love how people just throw that around like it's nothing. I don't know why my mouse keeps deciding to do... Well, I guess because it's to the side of the thing. I forgot last week we needed to talk to Bastila as well. So we're going to go... We'll probably go... Let's go in here real quick. Or not in here. Let's go in here. And so Faza, we're going to talk to Faza. If there's like a lot of people to talk to in here. But yeah, Faza, Utral. Look at these Gamorreans. Gurk, Ugsak, Narkle. No, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Let's talk to Faza. The other ones we can probably talk to later. Kudos. What's up, Faza? Well, a new face. Come to test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Faza's Lodge is the place to arrange it. This world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators this side of the galactic rim. A hunter's paradise. Anything out of the ordinary happening? You mean here on Tatooine or just in general? I heard about the destruction of Terrace. Don't know anything specific. I'm not surprised something like it happened. I remember the Exar Kun War and how the Sith and Jedi fought across the worlds. Don't have much interest in either groups. Both act like they're above my concerns, and I guess they are. Know about anything more local? Czerka Corporation is always complaining about sand people. I stay out of it. We hunt animals, not people. And I guess the Jawas are being pushed around again. At least that's what I think they said. Tough to tell sometimes. You'll have to talk to these groups yourself for more. I keep to myself. I want to ask you about Tatooine. Not much to tell. Barren place. Can't support much, but I've managed to get some off-world hunters to show up. I suppose there's trouble here like anywhere else, but you'll have to ask someone else about that. I keep to myself. I have something to sell you. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to even look at what you have until I see a hunting license. Czerka Corporation's rules. The other hunters all have theirs. I can't make exceptions or I'll get shut down. Alright, well, goodbye, man. I'll be here. I keep hunter's hours. Faz's is always open. Cool. So we might come back and talk to these other people. If I remember correctly, I feel like these dudes are douchebags, these Gamorreans, so definitely we'll have to deal with them later on. But I just don't want to get too bogged down with talking, I guess, for now. So we talked to Faz's. We probably want to go to the Czerka Corporations. So that's where we're gonna get our That's where we are gonna get our hunting license. So let's go do that. We're at full health, so I don't even need to worry about that. So let's go on in here. So These... You'll be hearing about this, you Czerka puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. And don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? What are you? I'm done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they will even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up. Sorry, man. Jeez. Let's talk to her. He was yelling at her.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Czerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
What is going on with your hairline? I want to ask you about hunting license.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Why would I need a license anyway?
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Czerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Czerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Czerka hunting license.
There's no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The sand people are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Why pay for the gaffy sticks one out their heads? Let's not do that. I will agree to do this for you.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Czerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
Let's go back to my first questions.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to.
Could you imagine being in a conversation and just talking freely and being like, oh, hey, how do I get this hunting license? You know, all that other stuff. And then being like, all right, I want to return to my first questions. It's like, what first questions? I want to ask about Czerka Corporations.
Of course. Czerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases.
May I ask how your operations on Tatooine are doing?
Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please.
It would be better if you just told me now.
Of course. I could just tell you now. No sense in being so secretive. It's all fairly obvious. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before.
What makes the ore substandard?
No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Czerka Corporation is not doing well here.
Does this mean you have plans to pull out?
The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sand crawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh.
So that's how they got them. Let's go back. Let's go back to my first questions.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to.
You're just standing here. I think that's it for now. I have to go.
Farewell. Czerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Your future inquiry. So let's look at our journal entries. That was the wrong one. Sand People. Czerka Corporation. I love how they say it too. They go, Czerka Corporation has given you permission to enter the Dune Sea on the condition that you stop the Sand People from raiding their mining interests. They want the Sand People Chieftain's Gaffy Stick as proof. And here's all our other ones. We need to talk to Bastub. We may do that. I think something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Let's speak to him.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Don't you think you'd feel better if we discussed it?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
What about Saul Goodman? You say that name like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malik has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him, and he got angry, and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
So that's all of it then? I'd do the same thing if I was in your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Let's talk to this guy, and we'll check out that journal entry after we talk to him. Greta Holda. Yes, what is it? If this is about mining or sand people, you go to the Czerka officers. I just managed the storehouse. What do you have for available? What do you have available for purchase? Mostly just standard Czerka provisions and supplies. Not enough to keep the locals happy. Have a look. Yeah. Nothing seems. Zabrak. In northern Iridonian, okay, my mouse is deciding not to work. Oh, it's just normal battle armor. Powered light, vibro. Yeah, nothing's like too crazy in here. Wow, my mouse is fucking gone. Hold out blaster. Where did my mouse go? What the hell? All right, game. There it is. Oh. Okay. Am I moving it too much? Oh. There we go. Got out. Hey, man, you got bounties? Yugen, you want to buy something? If not, go bother the officers. I want to ask about bounties. Not my affair. You want to hunt for Czerka Corporation? You talk to the protocol officer. Okay. I'll have to go then. Bye then. Come back if you need any supplies. Sounds like you don't want me to come back. Are you the one I talked to about bounties?
Greetings again from the offices of Czerka Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
Well, what? Anything out of the ordinary happening? I don't know. I don't think there's bounties available yet. I have to go. Goodbye.
Farewell. Czerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
I don't know. That's weird. Maybe later on, or maybe later in the. I don't know. Oh, don't you believe a word of don't you believe a word of that Czerka Corporation said in there? There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Czerka miners have been attacked by sand people, so the company Czerka Corporation wants them killed. They didn't ask you to do it? The sand people aren't animals. I've watched them, and they are intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks. I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Czerka approval, and they want the sand people dead. The Czerka said that the sand people attacked first. Well, yes, they did. They attacked the Czerka, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert with iron shovels and whatever else. What would you have done to the sand people? It must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone has at least tried to talk this out. What would you suggest then? Communications. If we could just speak to them, but they don't talk, at least not in any language an average translator can understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago. They couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. I'm sure I heard Yukalaka say that it could speak a Sand People dialect, although he'd say the rust is gold to make a sail. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Where would that enclave you mentioned be? Well, it's no secret where they are. What? It's no secret where they are. The attacks get worse to the further southwest in the Dune Sea you go. Then people die on both sides. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Czerka Corporation keeps saying, and then they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Or until Czerka leaves. This one is likely as the others, the way things are going. Bah, what do I know? Bye, man. Probably won't ever see you ever again, but I'll probably do that thing for you.